Hey everyone, welcome to today's explainer. So, if you're a young adult, maybe you're a new college student or, just stepping out into the world and finally navigating all that newfound independence, this one is absolutely for you. Think of me as just a friendly peer sharing some pretty essential real-world life advice. Today we're looking at something you have definitely heard of, but might not actually understand. Miranda Rights. We're going to break down exactly what they are, explain them super simply, and show you how having this legal awareness acts as a literal shield for you out in the real world.
You have the right to remain silent, right? I guarantee you've heard this phrase a million times. You've heard it in movies, TV shows. You see the flashing police lights on screen, the officer reading the rights to someone in handcuffs. It's just so incredibly dramatic. It's totally baked into our pop culture. It's a highly recognizable part of our world. But honestly, because it's so common in entertainment, we kind of lose sight of the actual reality behind the script.
Which brings us to the biggest question. What does this actually mean in real life? Like, when the cameras aren't rolling and you're just a regular person out living your life, what do these words actually require you to do? Because out in the real world, this isn't just some dramatic hook for a movie scene. These rights are meant to help everyday people understand their legal protections during actual police questioning. So let's transition away from that Hollywood myth and look at the practical reality of what this phrase actually means for you.
So, on one side, we have the TV show understanding. Basically, it's just a catchy, dramatic phrase used to end a scene. But on the flip side, we have real-life law. In reality, these are crucial legal protections during police questioning. And hey, quick pop quiz for you. Drop your answer in the comments right now. Before watching this explainer, did you actually know what specific legal protections the Miranda warning provided, or did you just know the catchy phrase from TV? Be honest, because most people actually completely misunderstand the Miranda rights. They know the phrase, but they totally miss the legal weight behind it.
All right, let's get into Section 1, the core protections. Knowing your actual rights.
If you're taking notes, and honestly, if you're navigating your own independence right now, you really should be. These are the two foundational takeaways you need to memorize. It's super simple, clear, and direct. First, you have the right to remain silent during questioning. Literally, you do not have to talk. Second, you also have the right to speak with a lawyer before answering any questions. That's it. That is the whole core of what you're being told when you hear that famous phrase. These protections are specifically meant to help you understand your legal rights during police questioning. It's not just a script, it's your legal shield. You don't have to speak, and you have the absolute right to consult legal counsel before you say a single word.
Moving on to Section 2, the danger zone, high stress encounters.
Okay, picture this. A typical college social situation. You're at a loud gathering, maybe things get a little out of hand, and suddenly, officers are there asking questions. The pressure is instantly on. It is a highly stressful situation. And this is exactly when people make the absolutely biggest mistake, talking way too much out of emotion. When the pressure is on, human nature just kicks in, right? You might feel nervous, you might get defensive, or you might just desperately want to explain your side of the story so you can go home. Your emotions take over and boom, you start oversharing with officers. You talk too much. But remember those core protections we just covered? You have the right to remain silent. When you let your emotions drive your mouth, you're literally throwing away that legal protection.
Which brings us to Section 3, the Reality Check Playbook, how to safely handle questioning.
So how do you actually handle that kind of high-stress encounter safely? Well, I want to introduce you to the Reality Check Playbook. Think of this as your personal checklist to use during any police contact to ensure you stay respectful while fiercely protecting your individual rights. Here are the 3 clear actions you need to take. Number 1. Always stay calm and respectful. Don't let those emotions we just talked about dictate your behavior. Number 2, avoid physically resisting officers. Never, ever fight back physically. And number 3, if you don't understand something during questioning, calmly ask for legal assistance. That's a direct call back to your core protections. Just follow these steps. Keep your cool, never physically resist, and politely ask for a lawyer. It is simply the safest, smartest way to handle the whole shebang. Let's bring this all together with this excellent summary quote. Understanding your rights can help you stay informed and calm during stressful situations. And that's really the main takeaway of this entire explainer. We started with that dramatic TV myth, and we've walked all the way through to the practical reality. Just knowing that you have the right to remain silent and knowing that you have the right to a lawyer, that is your absolute best tool for keeping a level head. Simple legal knowledge explained clearly is exactly what keeps you safe. Which leads me to leave you with this final thought today. We've gone over the core protections, we've debunked the Hollywood myths, and we've given you a solid 3-step playbook for staying calm.
But as they say, knowledge is only power if you actually use it. So, if the pressure is suddenly on and you find yourself in a high-stress encounter, will you be ready to stay silent when it matters most? Something to think about. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.